Hi everyone, it's Ian Robb, and today I'll be doing gameplay of Dragapult Dusknoir. I'll be using Sari Jones' top 4 list from Toronto Regional. I think this deck, again, as I discussed in Tuesday's video, I think it's very powerful, and it's one of the best decks right now. I think that whenever you win the coin flip, your goal is just to go second. Your whole objective is to turn 1 Badoo into turn 2 Badoo, turn 3 use Dragapult, use Dusknoir, Dusknoir on whatever your opponent's best Pokemon is. Alright, let us see what we get to start. Alright, this sounds pretty good. Turgida Cloak plus a Neo Upper means that we just have turn 3 attack plus our energy in play, so that's pretty good to me. Can't complain too much as long as we don't get item locked or we're against Goldango, as this hand will mean we will just lose. This is a really weird card to me. It's like a side thing, but like this card is like very powerful. And I think that was bad card design, just making a card that says draw 8 on it, because the game's already all about just comeback cards. So it's just another comeback card they're adding to the game. But I think that just overall the card's a little overrated sometimes, because the problem is like, so you shuffle the hand back in, right? Shuffling back in 6 cards, draw 2. Like we are drawing +2. The thing is that like we might just get the same cards again, so it's actually not all that powerful in reality. So that's one small thing I have about just Lilies as a card that I just dislike in like deck design or like just gameplay, is like you so often will just get the same cards again. Alright, so we're getting some form of like a mega low punny deck, so this should be pretty good. Oh, we're against Alakazam. This matchup I think is very good for us. This is not one I'll say I've played, but interesting. Well, I apologize. I don't think this matchup is good. Now I'm remembering, because they play a bunch of battle cages, so, and plus Psyduck and Golduck, so they get down Golduck. It's really bad for us, but if they don't get down Golduck, I think we're in good shape. So we'll see if they prize Golduck or don't get it in play. So here I'm just going to evolve and play Lilies. I don't think there's really much else to do with this hand. I'm going to play Lilies, like, and I evolve instead of like waiting to find, what's the card's name? Latios, since I felt that it's very important to hit. Don't let me look at the hand. Attack here, or energy and retreat. All right, we got punished badly for that. Okay. Huh. I just don't think we can retreat off this Neo Upper. I don't think it's ever a choice. So I think we're just going to Ultra Ball here. Badoo and Dusknoir. For Dreepy. Prize a Dreepy. Prize a Lily. Or sorry, prize a Lily. Dawn prize. Creature prized. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Prize 2 energy. Okay. I'm not gonna bench this preemptively. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. We just cannot afford to retreat off this Neo Upper for Badoo. It's just so much slower. I don't really care if they get Rare Candy knockout here. I think we're not beating that. So yeah, it's very unfortunate. But you know, maybe we're supposed to bench Badoo here just if they get knockout. But if I remember correctly, that deck has no way to retreat a Pokemon. I don't think it plays Switch, if I remember right. If it does, then it's very much wrong. We should bench Badoo, but if they don't, then this is fine. They're a very bad spot for us, though, since we miss energy, because we're going to get to play a lot of items here. Oh, they play Wonder Patch. I forgot about that card. Wonderful Patch. That card is very good here. I think we'll be losing Alakazam because I forgot about Wonder Patch, sorry. That is very bad. Very bad for us. Might be the end of the video losing because of forgetting about Wonder Patch, but that's okay. That will happen. I like playing these kind of decks at tournaments because people just don't really prepare for them, and it's very fun to get some like cool wins because your opponent doesn't really know what your deck does. So your opponent's looking for exactly that, like Ultra Ball plus Psychic energy for active. Get a knockout. 100 cloak. I think they did prize their card. Excuse me, the card name is drawing a blank. Their Psyduck. Unless they want to get down this turn. So also could be it. It's like they're just like they want to get out turn one, just remove the Dunsparces and then put down Psyduck. So they don't eligible turn one, right? No. I think what we're supposed to do this turn is it's all landing for nothing. Very nice. They didn't find Battle Cage. That's very good for us. Hero bench that are Dreepy, and that's one Iono. I was thinking if we're ever supposed to just actually just Dusclops this, but I don't think so. I didn't bench the Bidoof because I think at this point we're just gonna Fam Dive. Like, yeah. We want to Cloak for next turn. Fire is massive, so now we can just attach the bench. I'm going to Ultra Ball away, Buddy Poffin, and Ultra Balls. I think it's Counter Catcher. Yeah. So I think our goal next turn is just get a big Iono. I could like go for Dunsparce knockout here, but I think that we're not like guaranteed to do everything we want. So yeah. Fam Dive. I mean, this Split Jet Hook is kind of the same thing. I think it was a pile on one Kadabra. Because we want to be able to like actually get a big knockout. Because we put the damage on Dunsparces, it doesn't really do much because they'll heal it. So we just want to like put on a Pokemon that like will guarantee start getting damage on it. Interesting game. We will see what happens from here. I think it's pretty easy for them to get a knockout. Okay, they play Enhance Hammer. That's not good for us that they play Enhance Hammer. The card's really scary, actually, that they play Enhance Hammer. Because we play so many items, or excuse me, special energy in our deck. If the hand's bad, then we're fine, but if the hand's good, then it's a little concerning. Battle Cage. Waiting a second before saying anything. Wonderful patch. Oh, they probably have lilies. I think that plays lilies, if I remember right. Yeah, okay, never mind. We're very lucky. That's super good for us. All right, let's search a cloak. Hilda. Well, let's get a basic energy with that when we do that. Control again, because we want to find energy here. So we want to do that after we do Hilda. Now let's play Hilda. We'll get Dusclops plus a basic. This one do opposite of fire. Psychic. Or actually, no, that's wrong because I believe we prize a psychic. If I remember correctly. Starting to count on this deck is 2 luminous, 2 fires. Yeah. I'm gonna grab opposite of the fire. Psychic. Let's Jet Headbutt for knockout. Something that doesn't happen very often, but happened in this game. Battle Cage makes it so we can't like Dusclops or Kadabra. Discard. They're going to go for it this turn. Let's see if this works. I'm going for a KO this turn. Hilda, okay. We're going to get a lot of cards. That's a good draw. So now let's get Dunsparce and that. So they get +7 cards. So let's get a knockout here. They definitely prize their Psyduck, which is super lucky for us. Because they had Psyduck here, I don't think we could win this game. Even like how far ahead we are. Just how the matchup's going to play out. Dunsparce. Definitely go to 10, 12, 14 cards, 17. Yeah, they can knock us out. Or well, each of these are it's +2, right? Or +3. So it's 2, 4, So go to 14 cards. Fez is 13, 16. Yeah. Okay, yeah. 2 Alakazams plus a Fez. They knock us out. So hopefully they don't have all that. It's not that much, actually, to have all that. But they couldn't play the Poffin, which is actually good for us, because then they would have, like, be bad into Iono. So this is, like, actually fine. They're just, like, going to go for the 2-shot. Because if we hit a Stadium bump here, then we can just wipe their board and we can win. Not wipe, but be very good position to be close to wiping their board. Attach. No bosses. Yeah, I'm just gonna aggressively Ultra Ball here. Dusclops. Lilies. Jeremy Tower? Not Jeremy Tower. Take 2. Jeremy Tower? Not Jeremy Tower. That's okay. And we can just Phantom Dive. I've never seen that animation on live before. That's interesting. For a second, I was like, wait, does Battle Cage actually not work? Like, do we win? But no. Battle Cage does indeed turn off that damage. So the energy we got earlier, we're getting kind of punished for because now we have the fire. So I think that was actually incorrect to get the psychic earlier. Now we have the fire, it's like kind of annoying for us. One thing that's like kind of like iffy about Dragapult is kind of awkward is like it is kind of bad against like these weird decks in Pokemon. Just like these extra goals are different than most normal decks where they just want to like go for certain unique combos. It's kind of like Charizard in that way too, where it's like Charizard is like kind of bad now because Dusknoir's no longer this always working option with Psyduck now in the game. So you can't just assume that Psyduck will just save you from whatever awkward thing your opponent could do. No Psyduck for us this game is so lucky. So I think they all play Golduck, so we would be in a very bad spot. Golduck plus the cage, because that's the only way to beat Gardevoir is like unique so many battle cages where you win the prize trade, because then it's super easy. String out discard again. Done 3 Ultra Balls, but that's okay. There's a good chance I might just research our whole hand here. So I don't really care about how many cards I have in hand. Unless their board's good. Bad. If their board's bad, then we can play a little more conservatively of how we want to play this. I just want to win here. Because I think it's like good odds. Because it's like we draw 19 cards in the deck. We see 7, 9, 11, 14. So we only don't see 5 cards. So it's pretty good. So that's be 2 like towers have to be on the bottom. 5? Like, I'll take my chances. Because their opponent's going to draw so many cards next turn. And also the thing is, like, I should probably do the math. So that's to go to 5. 8. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Look at our deck. Just 2 Jamming Towers. We need energy also. So our recon now. I'm going to go for it. This is probably incorrect. It's our last 2 bosses, but I think we're going to hit it, so why not? Go for it. I'm feeling lucky right now. They're getting a good draw. There we go. Okay. We just win now. Don't always just go for these plays. Sometimes these plays are really bad, but I think that here this was a little bit worth it, because I think it's scary, actually, this matchup. So I just wanted to get this game over so that I didn't have to be worried about like going to knock out Dragapult next turn, because I think we get in a pretty awkward position after that. This might be totally incorrect what I just did, where I dumped a lot of resources, but I think that it was worth it here because we won the game. So I think it means it's pretty good. So yeah. Halucha. Tons. 1, 2. Phantom Dive. Banary, like, Megalopine is probably a pretty good, like, cornerstone answer for this deck, because he always has retreated Dunsparce. So, like, it makes a lot of sense to me. I feel like you're worried about cornerstone as a deck. This makes a very solid answer. Alright. Let's see. Hopefully get back to 1700 by the end of this video, because I was 1700 earlier, but I lost a lot of games when I was playing for Toronto. Usually that's like the number I try to save at least for most events. I want to get higher usually, but it's gonna be very difficult to keep climbing live ladder with how hard it can be to like gain points with like, so it's based on elo. It's like the elos you get higher is gonna be like bigger between you and your opponent. Like you'll be much higher usually, but around this number still, it's like pretty easy to find games. I have been fine. Like any hand that has Lily, so this deck is like fine. Always this works out usually. Start Duskull. Or have that be knocked out turn 1. You see like 2 Dreepies usually to start up a game. I'm just clicking on it because it's quicker to look at what card it is. Okay, Monkey. So probably is Gardevoir. So that's a decent matchup for us. So here, we just want to Ultra Ball away. I don't know. Dragapult, we want to keep Dusclops because Dusclops is a card we have less copies of. Here, I think we always grab Dreepy. So that or Latios. I think there's a debate, actually supposed to grab Latios here, because energy attachments really matter in this matchup. The more I'm thinking about it, I think Latios is better. Oh, sorry, let me start from the beginning. That was really bad. Then press Cloak, press Dragapult, press Duskull, no research, no boss, no lilies, countercatcher, Poffin, Stretcher, do Psychic. Okay. Bench, retreat Latios, because Latios is a Pokemon that had. If I didn't have Dusclops in hand, I probably wouldn't do this, but I really want to be able to evolve in Dusclops before playing Iono. And it's really hard to like expect to hit double what's it called? The Swine turn. Double Cloak. Okay. Now this just looks wrong. Now we know what we're against. Okay, no Monkey's gonna really hurt us in this matchup. Alright, Ultra Line 4. Probably, yeah, and our Monkey. Try to get as much damage going as possible. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna go Dusclops Iono and hope that this works. Then I grab Secret Box. I mean, the cards they had were very good, but you don't really know too much yet. Interesting. Okay, so here we start to play Iono. Just Dawning, this isn't really good enough. We just need like more cards. It's a little too slow. Here, I'm gonna go to Boss and Dusknoir. I want to be able to bump this Spikemuth. That might be a little greedy though. Doing that. Here, I'm just gonna grab a Dreepy, and I think I'm gonna grab Duskull because I want to be aggressive here. Evolve. Recon. Another card. Alright, Lizzie hand, so I just got a different card just in case I want it. Treat and Ichiban. This is really bad for us to have Grimmsnarl. They're gonna, yeah, this game is really bad for us. We're gonna be able to clear our Cloak here, and I think that might be game losing, actually. I don't think we can really come back from that. The board is just gonna be so far ahead from there. I just don't think it's like really doable for us to win, yeah, because they just get the knockout. Yeah, I'm gonna concede this one. That'll just be a quicker video because like the problem is here is like they will be able to just get this knockout, and since they have like 30, means that they can just like knock out like Dusclops next turn. So knock out Dusclops, the game ends. So yeah, and they can like target down our Dreepy, so the game just ends from here. Yeah, today's gonna be a short video. I'm unable to add more gameplay, but I hope that you guys saw interesting matches. I know I was the most normal matchups, but I kind of wanted to showcase the deck a little bit and see how, yes, like those games made up fully show the deck is still very powerful against more standard metagame decks. All right, guys. Until next time, Ian out. Peace.